Today on the Game Friday Show.
Then they don't modify everything.
Laying out on your past glories, bro.
Yo, what's up, fams? Welcome back to the Game Friday Show. Today is gonna be awesome because we have my boy. Prosper, tell them.
Yo, fams. No, it is. I school him. He knows it.
But see, normally we all know that me are better than Prosper. It's just that was a bad day at the office.
No,
for me,
sorry.
like-
What we all know is that you're a consolation piece. Everybody that loses, use you to console themselves, bro.
Jay, can you imagine even 1 week, pour me spit for face, tell me say like he wants to play me.
Bro,
I was like, bro,
that's
everybody
what
wants
you're
to
here
play
for. To console a sad person.
me. My God. I will not blame them, Sha. Let them enjoy.
No, you never learn game, Sha.
But I was the one that thought Prosper gave me. No doubt. No, you guys should know. Say tell them
Now, the
now.
student is schooling the master now.
Yes. You know, us they use our ancient way now. Then they don't modify everything.
Laying out on your
Sha.
past glories, bro.
Okay. Well, that's by the way. So today, Prosper is here to teach us on how to set majorly on our game settings, because that particular place is very, very vital when playing FC25. So most of us have these issues. We don't know instructions to give the controller itself. So we're here to learn from Prosper, who got beaten 4-0 by Barra. Let's start.
On PS4.
You think concern
You
me?
should stay there.
Start the thing now.
Okay. So today we are talking about the game settings.
Mhm.
This is a very underrated part of this game because when you're working on your game settings, it determines how you play. It plays a very vital role on what you play. So some people set some wrong instructions on their game settings. So there are some things you should understand about the game settings. So if you go, so I developed a habit of playing competitive because if you play on competitions, online competition and tournaments, you play on competitive, you cannot play on custom. So I'm trying to learn it, I'm adapting to it now. Now the precision is getting better. So my shot is always on precision, I don't use assisted. So there's some competition you don't use assisted, you always use precision. And then your time finishing. So fam, if you have not learned time finishing, you should work on that because that will be a vital addition to your game. Time finishing is just gauging your shot, and when the player is about to hit the ball, you press shot again to get a great time shot. But actually, if you mistime your shot, you may time your shot and the shot leaves. So yeah. So when you great time your shot, it gives it more power to really there. It gives it more power and more accuracy. And then, so our true pass assistance, this on the competitive setting, it's always on semi, and semi is the best to use because semi is just perfect. You can control the passes the way you want it to be. That is, you know that Modric pass, Modric expert. Yeah.
Sorry, so to enlighten you on something, this competitive mode is like the best settings.
Yeah, definitely.
At first it will be very difficult for you, but I won't lie to you, it's the best settings on FC20. Check any pro player, they use competitive. They don't. In fact, you can't use a normal custom preset to play on FC Pro tournament, even out like a normal outdoor tournament. So I'm just enlightening you guys.
And if you want to
Even
get
our
better,
invasion tournament, we are going to be doing this. So you better learn from now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It will be a problem in the future.
And if you want to get better on this game, you have to use the competition because it's just the best settings. You now get, it's more manual, it's more control based by you. The computer doesn't assist you too much. You do it
Exactly.
yourself. Understand? So the ground passes, no, we are not touching this.
is not PS3,
The cross can be put on semi, but I don't use semi, I use assisted. I believe the assistance from the AI is more better in terms of crossing the ball into the box. So I use assisted on that. Low passes, assisted Now, fast receiver lock. And some people use power, some people use late, but I use animation start because animation start, as you press the control, once the player wants to carry out the command he gave to you, as the animation starts, that's when it's locked on to the pass. Then you cannot change again. But if the animation has not started, you can change the player you want to pass the ball to get. But power up, if you just press pass, it locks on to the control again. But animation starts, you have small time to adjust in case it was being marked to another player. You get? Then precision pass sensitivity. Okay, this is when you use the arrow 2 to play a manual cross or a manual through ball, but don't normally do it. So you just leave this on normal. You don't need to put high for like high pro level players. So our clearance assist is always on directional. Okay, so for our defending, I always use tactical because tactical is more comfortable for me. I don't depend on anything. Like I just press my box. If I want to give a shoulder-to-shoulder badge, I just tap my box, spam my box, and then
rapidly.
Yeah, the animation comes up. The player that he shields the opponent out of the ball, to guide the ball. And then the manual tackle. Once I want to tackle, I will press box once to just make a standing tackle and win the ball back. So yeah, I prefer that for my defending.
So if when it comes to defending, I've gotten this a lot that advanced defending is the best because it's a mixture of both tactical and legacy. You know, you could do a shoulder-to-shoulder tackle with your X.
Yeah.
And you could still do your standing tackles with your box. Okay. So you get. So I don't know. For me, I do use tactical, but when they say advanced, to me I don't want advanced. Like it's not supposed to exist. To me,
the advance is like the name. I feel is more advanced because you should know when to use your X and when to use your box. Because when you use your box, you will just do only a standing tackle. So there are situations that you have to decide by yourself. Okay, what do I want here? Do I want a standing tackle or do I want a shoulder-to-shoulder badge? So if you need a shoulder-to-shoulder badge in some instance, you just press your X. The X gives you exactly the animation you want. But if you need a standing tackle, maybe in the box and the striker has shown you the ball and you just want to match it to center back, you can press your box. You just win the ball with a standing tackle. The disadvantage is that if you mistime it or you press the wrong button when you're not supposed to press to give you the wrong animation, you consume a lot of penalty.
Very annoying move.
A lot of penalty. Hence why it's advanced. But tactical is the mixture of both. If you just press the box, the game knows the right instruction
animation to give it exactly.
That's why
most pro players still stick to tactical.
80% of the pro players still do. So, like me, I'm a pro player. So down to the pass block assistance. Pass block assistance.
Yes, sir.
It's always on. I don't see anyhow we can off this because it's always on. Everybody, all the pros use it on. Auto switching. To be honest, air balls and loose balls is perfect because you don't want to get on automatic. You don't want the game to be switching cursor for you anyhow. On auto switching move assistance, actually there was a debate on high, low, and none. For now, I use none. I'm not sure to explain why, but I use none. It's 6 meters. Right stick switching, this is always on flat. You can't use player rotation. Nobody uses player rotation. You can't use adaptive. It's always on classic. Now, right stick switching reference. I was watching a video and they were talking about the ball relative, but then ball relative is for people that don't even know how to use the right stick to switch by changing cursor with the right sticks switching. So if you have not started doing it, you can use ball relative, but if you have started using your right stick, then always on player relative is better. That's what all the pro players do. And then this is on 4. It's actually your personal preference, how this stick moves from one player to the other. That is your cursor on your individual players, how you can move it from them. This is the level of sensitivity that it moves. Like if you jump like 3 players ahead, or it just moves from player to player. And then next player switching, closer to ball, reaction mode is time modifier. For now, we have not understood why FC added this to the game.
Exactly.
So we just leave it on off. Don't try to make it from player lock. Really important to my gameplay. Can't be without it. Player lock. You check the game where I crashed this boy here. I did a lot of player locks and you know really good. Same assistant is always on semi. It's very important that you leave it on semi because I feel assistant they actually don't help you to lose the keeper a lot. So semi is the best. Manual is too manual. It's too manual. So semi is just the right balance between you having the control and the game assisting you as well with some movement. Analog screens. These are for people that are using R2. I don't use R2 for my sprinting. I use R1, so I don't use it on it. But that's very good for sprint jockey. You do sprint jockey with your R2 button. It's really effective. Trigger effect. Don't use it. Vibration feedback. I leave it on the house and support. So yeah, that's basically all my controls for my game settings. Hopefully you see more trashing from me like the way I did to him and other.
No say trash me.
So you're lucky to have a goal there.
See the funny part about everything that most people they don't understand what they are saying. Say they trashed me for a 1 goal lead.
So that was the dominating win.
You were never dominating
That
me,
was
bro.
very dominating win.
Bro, rest. I'll just leave it to you that you got the upper hand, no problem. I leave it for you. I leave the rest for God. So fams, this we have come to the end of the Game Friday show, and we have learned a lot from Prosper, which is very effective on the invasion tournament. So you guys should go and work on this. Like it will help you a lot, even on your personal games. It will help you a lot. So when next we'll be seeing Prosper, maybe somebody will be trashing him on the Game Friday show. This we out. Yeah, yeah. I dey laugh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.